Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada. Stop number 5 on the Blue Race Design Series 2023 season. My name is Nathan Christensen in the booth, and you are tuned in to the All-American Broadcasting Network, home to the All-American Racing League, and this is the Graceland Wedding Chapel 150, live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Again, welcome everyone tonight to Thursday night racing here from Las Vegas. Again, my name is Nathan Christensen, and we are getting ready and excited for a great night of racing here from Las Vegas. 150 miles will be the distance, so that should be fun. 175 miles is the distance. 117 laps is the number of laps tonight, so should be a great night. We have a great field signed in tonight already. We have 10 cars ready to do battle with about a minute left here in the 1 hour practice prior to the 2-lap qualifying session that is offered. One notable not yet in the field, and not sure if he's going to join us tonight, the number 8 car. The Toyota of Dave Lorfano not yet signed in to the pits, so not sure if he's going to make it. No, he's had a busy week at work and was running late earlier this week for the Cup Series race, able to make that. But points leader coming into tonight, so obviously not won't be the best results for him if he's not able to make it. But we have a strong field of 10 competitors. Nonetheless, featuring two-time winner on the year, David Hara in the blue-gray Chevrolet. We have Kyle Purcell back tonight with us in the number 16 Toyota. We have Sean Purcell in his 04 Ford. The other two winners this year, one win respectively on the year for each of those guys. So, and then we have a couple guys joining us tonight who haven't been out so far this year. We have Cameron Harris in his number 27 in the field, as well as Jim Hubble in the number 51 Ford in the field. So just with that, practice has wrapped up, and we are going to wave the green flag on qualifying. So these guys will get a chance to put down 2 laps on the track to see who is going to start where here tonight. And one of the first cars out on the track, we see number 2 with Tyrone Yo out there, coming up to speed, entering the back straightaway. Looks like the number 04 Ford is also on the track, Sean Purcell. And then that's all that's on the speedway right now. So just 2 cars out there, individual single car qualifying. 5 minutes on the timer. 2 laps, fastest lap is at your starting position from Las Vegas. So there's some more cars join us out there. We see Jim Hubble pull up on track. The 7 of Travis Rodriguez is back with us tonight, and he's up on track. Looks like Tyrone has taken the green flag, and he is off into corner number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway, looking to set a fast lap and get a good starting position for the 175-mile event from Las Vegas tonight. So Tyrone Yo completes his first lap with a time of Tyrone Yo with a 31.005, Purcell with a 31.064. Tyrone back around to complete lap number 2. He gets bumped off the board by Jim Hubble with a 30.73, but Tyrone jumps back to the top of 30.64. But looks like Sean Purcell is going to have a quick one as he jumps to the top of the board with a 3.053. And then Kyle Purcell, the brother, jumps in there on the completion of his first lap with a 30.57. So 4 cars have at least one lap in the books as Kyle is looking to complete his second lap here. Comes through turns 3 and 4 on pace to set a flyer there. Purple bar across the bottom means fastest lap of the session, fastest sector of the section as he comes back across the line. See if he can pick it up. Unfortunately, not able to do it. 35.38 for him. Dave Hara will clock in there. We see Eli Raposo now on a good one as he comes out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Low on the trial to take the shortest run possible. 35.70 jumps up to third for Eli. Johnny May works his way out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, crossing the line. He'll stop the clock at a 31.002. Dave Hara next across the line. See how he makes out. Faster in the second for him, a 30.776. Eli Raposa has done his 2 laps. So everyone has done qualifying except for the 27, as we see the 27 come up onto the racetrack. Get a little bit loose, but this is the 27 of Cameron Harris. Cam finished second this past Tuesday in the Cup Series race from this same track. So hopefully he can carry that momentum over and set a good lap as he comes down around here to take the green flag as he crosses the start-finish line. Down the back straightaway. Into turn 3 and 4. Cam Harris rides that middle to high groove off the exit of turn 4. Ooh, gets up into the wall a little. That's not going to be good for the time, but as he crosses the line, he puts in a 3:05.34 first time by. Cam Harris, but unfortunately his brush with the wall will negate his lap time, unfortunately. So he'll try again down the back straightaway on lap number 2. Green through the first sector. 3 and 4 is going to go a little bit lower, play a little more conservative this time. Third 3 out of 4 onto the front straightaway. Doesn't get into the wall that time. Cuts it back down to the bottom. Crosses the start-finish line, and he will cross with a 30.83. So what time expired on the qualifying session, that will end the qualifying session, and we will have Sean Purcell starting from the pole tonight. So let's take a look at that starting grid. It looks like Sean Purcell in his 04 Ford will start on the pole. Outside him in the 16 Toyota will be his brother Kyle Purcell. Starting third in the 46, that's Eli Raposa, making a rare start here with the Xfinity style car in the Blues Race Design Series. Tyrone Yo, one of the better starts of his season, will roll off in the 4th position. Jim Hubble in his 51 will start 5th. We have Dave Hara in the number 15 Hillbilly Motorsports Blue Gray Plastics machine starting in 6th. Travis Rodriguez will roll off the grid from 7th tonight. Starting 8th, making his first start of the season in the Blue Race Design Series, is the number 27 of Cameron Harris. And then Johnny May will start in 9th spot in his number 69 Ford. And then rounding out the field, the 10th and final starter tonight will be the number 92 of Don Manning. So as we jump back down here, as we get a good shot of them there, lined up and ready to go on the front straightaway. Like I said tonight, 117 laps will be the distance for 175 miles. As the field rolls away and will pace behind the iRacing pace truck, headed down towards turn number 1 on the 1 pace lap we'll see here tonight as we set our sights on the green flag next time by. We have, like I said, a great field of cars, 10 cars here joining us tonight. Unfortunately, Dave Lorfano, points leader, not able to make it. But let's, with that in mind, let's take a quick look here at the points. So right now, Dave Lorfano, like I said, leading the points by 8 over Sean Purcell, and then 12 back to Dave Hara, 71 back to Travis Rodriguez and Scott Leonard. right now in fifth place in points, 101 back, but he too also unable to make the race here tonight. So looks like Dave and Scott will take a hit in the points and will be shuffled down a bit. The bright green cars, as you can see, Sean Purcell and Dave Hare with their wins have themselves locked into the playoffs later this season. But right now we get side by side, nose to tail, door to door, and look for a possible green flag here on the race. The Graceland Wedding Chapel 175 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway is coming down to the green flag. It's in the air and into the Geico restart zone. Green is out, and we are racing from Las Vegas. As the field still side by side for the most part, drives it off down to turn number 1 and 2. Purcell's leading the way, 2 wide. Sean on the inside, Kyle on the outside. 2. Exiting onto the long, Nellis back straight. 3 or 4 cars with some more contact there. Not ideal, but no one gets any significant damage. Losing some traction there, but looks like everyone's able to keep it going for the most part. No one is falling off the pace. So we see the 51 though is stuck on the inside wall. We're going to have a yellow for that. The yellow is out after that lap 1 incident, featuring looks like the 2, the 51, and the 7 cars. So let's see if we can find a replay of what happened here. Let's take a quick look. Looks like the 51 got loose, and then he got into the 7, and then he got shot up into the side of Tyrone Yo. Unlucky bystanders was the 2 car in that one. Fortunately, the contact between the 51 and the 7 here just was enough to send the track into the 2 and result in a pretty big hit for the 51. But obviously these guys have one fast repair, so Jim might have to use that unless he can get the crew to bang that out and straighten it out as much as they can. But for now, he's out there riding around at the back, unfortunately, after that incident. So not the best start for the night, on the night for that 51 car, as we have a bunch of cars pretending like they're going to pit, but they don't actually pit. So it looks like the 04 car is out front. He will be the leader. The 16 in second of Kyle Purcell. Eli Raposa in third. Dave Hara fourth. And Johnny May, a big gainer so far. A couple cars good gaining. Johnny May up 4 spots into fifth. Don Manning up 4 spots into sixth. That was probably with some help from the guys who were unfortunately involved in that accident. So as we ride around under caution, hopefully coming back around to the white flag here on lap, we'll get under lap number 4 right now, so looking to complete that lap and hopefully get back underway here shortly. So Tyrone Yo on pit road having his crew take a look, trying to bang out some of that damage, probably trying to avoid using that fast repair. Didn't look like he got into the wall too hard. He was up there already, so that kind of not a long way to go once the 51 hit him, but still not ideal start, unfortunately, to the evening for Tyrone. So he will hopefully try to stay on the lead lap here with the field coming out of turn 4. Here we go. We see Tyrone roll away as the field comes back across the start-finish line. Like we have a couple more laps under yellow here, unfortunately. So no white flag that time, but everyone looks to have been able to continue on. No one's fallen out of the event due to that incident so far. So let's, but while we have a second, let's go back and take another look at it from a different angle here maybe. So as you can see, the 51 already loose in the middle of turns 3 and 4, and then like I said, just gets into the 7, just 51 into the 2, and then he goes spinning at the top and then slides back down to the inside. So like I said, unfortunate turn events here early in the race on lap by number 1. But like I said, everyone's able to continue on. Maybe some hurt feelings from that accident, but all the cars remain on track, and hopefully this time by we will get the white flag once ago, and we'll be back racing here in a matter of a lap or so. Let's see if we can take a look here. A couple of cars early in the race on that original exit definitely were getting together there. The 2 got up into the wall, the 15 got into the back of him, unfortunately, and probably got a little bit of damage to the 15. Hopefully not too bad for Dave. He's up there running in the 4th position on the outside of row 2. His teammates in the 46, Eli Raposa, on the inside of him. But the white flag was given. The field's doubled themselves back up as they head out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway, or more well known here at Las Vegas as the Nellis straightaway, with the Nellis Air Force Base right off the back of the speedway. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to see a couple jets take off, doing some practice there, getting some hours in. For now, we're going to change, focus our attention on the restart as we complete lap number 5. Complete lap number 6, that is, as we come back through turns 3 and 4. Steady pace behind the iRacing pace vehicle, as he will make the left-hand turn onto pit road. It'll leave the field in the hands of the Purcells again, same order as they were on the original start. Green flag is back out, and we are racing again from Las Vegas. As Sean Purcell gets away more easily from his brother this time, as they roll through 1 and 2. Everyone's still green for the most part here, down out of turn number 2. Down the bottom. Purcell. Purcell down, but we'll hold on to the 3rd spot. We got a side-by-side battle a little further back with Johnny May, Cam Harris, and the 92 of all battling here down the front straightaway and back down into turn number 1. Oh, looks like a little bit of action up front, as looks like the 16 got into the fence. Corner 4, or maybe it was the corner 2, sorry, maybe it was the 0-4. Looks like the 0-4 might have some damage. We'll have to go back and see if we can see. We'll keep an eye and maybe check back in on the next one. Purcell's nose to tail on the exit of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. They ride. Kyle looks to get a move on the outside. They got a little bit of momentum. He's able to get over the pound. Puts it in a little higher than his brother Sean through 3 and 4 this time. Out of turn number 4. Down across the line. That time is a 16. Toyota Purcell out of the Assault Motorsports stable takes the lead that time. So leader of lap number 9 will be the 16 as we work lap number 10 now. Looks like Eli Raposa in the 46 trying to make that same move that Kyle made last lap. Goes to the outside of the 0-4-4 down into turn 3. Same thing. See if this 46 can carry the top side momentum around to gain him a position and move himself up into the 2nd spot. Not able to get the move done yet, but still trying to get forward. Still another battle on the track. We got to keep our eyes on that 27 Coolers light machine. Cam Harris up into the 5th place position from his 8th starting spot. He was able to get by the 69 and the 92 there on the last couple of laps, and now is making a charge on the 15 of Dave Hara. down into turn 4. Side by side, 15 looks to the inside, 27 on the outside. Across the road. Eli Reposer is able to get the move done on the number 404. Let's take a look at the replay. Check out how we got that pass done. So just again on the outside line, around the top. Carrying a little bit more speed off corner exit and just able to use that line and momentum to get by the 0-4. Action as we have some more great side-by-side racing developing now as the 27 of Cam Harris looks to put himself in a better spot and make his way around the 0-4. So definitely the 0-4 not going in the right direction here early in the race. Lap number 13 headed backwards. So obviously not what Sean Purcell wants to have happen here. Looking to capitalize on Dave Lafano not being in the event and closing that points lead. But we have a great battle shaping up here. Up front potentially up on the back bumper of the 16 of Kyle Purcell. But a little further back, we've got Johnny May in the 69 push car on the inside of the 15 Blue Bay Plastics Chevrolet. Looking to make a move as they go side by side out at you down the back straightaway. Great battles all over the track. Look at this. Back up front we go. Side by side, into 3. Eli Reposer drives it to the bottom. Can he slide it up and make it stick? Not able to clear the 16, but made potential little contact, but nothing too serious. As now he's able to clear the 16. Going back into turn 1. Now Kyle looks to the back to the bottom. As they head off into turn number 2. Just to have the momentum on the top side, though, is able to keep the 46 in front of him. Neither of those guys should want to look into the rear view mirror. That 27 is closing quick. Cam Harris, a veteran with the All-American Racing League in the Cup Series. In the 30s, these guys battle side by side across the line. Not even sure who led that lap, I'll be honest with you. So Kyle's got the bottom and a bit of an advantage there on corner exit as they roll off the bottom up into the top, able to clear the 46, not by much, but definitely gets it done. I'm sure Eli saw that car come up a little quicker than he wanted to across his nose, but still battling hard here, back down the front straightaway. We got the 16 and then the 46, the 27 with 04 of Sean Purcell still holding on the third, but now Travis Rodriguez has got himself past Johnny May and Dave Hildebrand. He was up into the 5th position after being involved in that early wreck tonight. So he's now looking to the outside of the 04. What a battle we got going on here. 17 laps in. Oh, not giving an inch. We got ourselves a yellow and we got a lot of cars involved. Big time accident there going into turn 1 and 3 and 4. The 16 and the 46 side by side from down the back straightaway, and no one wanted to give an inch, so we'll have to take a look at a replay to get a better idea of what happened here. Let's see if we can cue something up for you guys. So here we go, down the back straightaway. 46 makes a move to the inside, touches the 16, and they get back together. And that looks like the 46 was not clear of the 16 originally, and he got into the back bumper, which got the 16 loose, and then all heck broke loose. So let's see if we can get a different camera angle here. So looks like the 46 gets up into the 16, enough to wiggle him. The 16 comes down into the 46. And then everyone else kind of just has nowhere to go. 51 managed just to squeak through there pretty good. So not didn't hurt his car, I don't think. But let's see if we can get another look here. Let's pause this for a second. See if we can find another camera angle. What do we got here? 2? No. Let's try this one. See. So let's see here. Just 16 unfortunately loses control. Back down into the 46, and not the ending these guys wanted to see here. So looks like everyone's able to continue. Obviously a bunch of cars in pit road will have a bunch of damage. So not obviously not the situation that we wanted to see here early in the race. Had a great battle shaping up right through the probably top 9 cars. Were all kind of right there together with a blanket over them. So bunch of guys came down pit road. Still 2 cars haven't pitted. The 27 of Harris and the 46 of Raposa have not come down pit road yet. So we'll give these guys a second to cycle back around after everyone completes their pit stops. And we'll reset the field for you here early, still early, just completing lap number 19. So only 19 laps in the book. We've had 2 cautions. We've had a bunch of cars tangle, but including some great racing action so far. So a lot going on right now. Looks like the yellow lights have gone out on top of the pace truck, so that means we're coming back to the green flag next time. So it looks like, from what we can see, it looks like the 27 is going to be the leader, Cam Harris, and then outside him now will be the 7 of Travis Rodriguez. The 51, the bazooka gun. How about that for a gun? 51 will start on the inside of row 2. Outside him will be Tyrone Yo, from what it looks like. Dave Hara was collected in that. Hopefully not too much damage and no fast repairs needed for him. In the 15, Kyle Purcell. In the 16, Johnny May, 69. Don Manning will slot up into his position. Looks like it's the outside of row 3. And then Johnny May, Sean Purcell also involved, and Eli Raposa off of pit road, joining the back of the field. But back up front, Cameron Harris controls this field as the lights on the pace truck, as I mentioned, are off. So 2x2, door-to-door, nose-to-tail. We get set to come back racing here as we will take the lead. 20 from Las Vegas. Still quite a ways to go, but the pace car is off into the infield. We'll flip back up here to watch our starter drop the green flag. Green flag is out, field is away, and Cam Harris gets a great jump on that restart. Can't be said the same, can't be said for the 51. He stumbles and bumbles on the restart, holding up that entire inside lane as they now try to sort it out on the entry of number 1. So Jim Hubble, not the best start. Now the 15 and the 16 looks like they got together. And we're going to have another caution. Caution is back out on that one. We'll have to take another look to see what happened there. Just 1 second. So let's take a look here. We'll keep an eye on these guys. Keep an eye on the 15 and the 16. So it looks like the 16 and the 15 get together. A little bit of contact. Not exactly sure who initiated the contact at this point. Let's see if we can get a different view of this. Pause that for a second here. We will see if we can get a view of this. Nope, that's one maybe. Fire chase. Play this, see what we got. Looks like the 16 was coming down. The 15 was coming down, and there was no, not enough room, and he and the 16 got together. Not exactly clear on that attempt, but I don't think there was any maliciousness. Just trying to get track position there through 1 and 2, and we'll go back under the yellow. Unfortunately, so we have Kyle and Sean working down pit road, but Cam and Harris still back up front here, showing the way as we've back under yellow, unfortunately. So it looks like when the field cycles back through, it's going to be the 27 of Harris, the 7 of Rodriguez, the 2 of Tyrone Yo, the 51 of Jim Hubble, and then the 92 of Don Manning up into 5th. And then looks like Johnny May, Eli Raposa will be there, Sean Purcell and Kyle Purcell will be behind them, and then Dave Hara is on pit road getting some work done to his number 15 Chevrolet. So we continue under caution, pacing here with 23 laps. 22 laps complete, 23 being put on the board currently. A caution-filled affair here. 3 cautions in the first 22 laps of this one is not something we see normally here on the Blues Race Design Series. So it's making for a bit of a longer night already. Like I said, only 23 laps in the books, and we're already at 3 cautions. So hopefully these guys can settle down, get into a rhythm, and click some laps off here so we can get closer to the end. But it looks like the caution lights are off on the pace vehicle, and we will be back to racing here in about 3/4 of a lap as they work their way off of turn number 2. So all 10 cars still on the lead lap. Cameron Harris will lead us back to green again. It's the field outside him. In the 7 is Travis Rodriguez. Then the 2 of Tyrone Yo up to 3rd. Jim Hubble, 50 is 4th. Johnny May will hold on to the 5th spot here currently. Three and 4. We're going to set it up for another restart. Side by side, nose to tail, door to door, bumper to bumper. This time, 2 and 4. Roll into restart zone. Hopefully, we get the green flag. And looks like the hammer is down. The green flag is waving, and we are back underway. Number 1, Cameron Harris continues to lead the way over now the 2. Gets a jump there on the inside of the 7 of Rodriguez on that restart. Tyrone Yo holding his own, inching it up a little bit, leaves Travis some room. That got a little probably closer than Travis wanted, but now Tyrone Yo jumps it into turn number 2 as we work through 3 and 4. Tyrone leading Travis, and now Don Manning working on the bottom, so he can get a run under the 7. Place there, 4 back up to 5th. As we go back into turn 1, Travis able to sneak by the bottom, underneath the 2, followed by the 92 there. He's able to get up into 3rd, and they're passing the 2 of Tyrone Yo. Sean Purcell now is going to look to make the same move as they head on down into turn 3. Looking to make the move with the 69 of Johnny May on his back bumper as they hit through the triangle. Cam Harris out front, but we now have a battle for second as Don Manning looks to the inside of the 7th. 3 turns, 1 and 2, out for the exit at 2 onto the long back straightaway. Cameron Harris leads the way. Travis Rodriguez still holds the position over the 92, and now the 69 and 4 are battling for 4th and 5th. Johnny May uses the bottom, work her way around the corner. That time gets it done, cuts it up in front, and holds on to the 4th position. Now looking to work on the back of the 92. As they head back into turn number 1 from Cameron Harris. Right on the top, holding his own as Travis Rodriguez running the opposite right down on the bottom. Then you have Don Manning. Johnny May, who gets pretty tight off the corner, almost gets into the wall, but is able to maintain the traction. Continues to head in the right way, but he's now running that middle three-quarter groove. He's going to look to get passed by the 0-4 this time across the line. Will hold on to the position, still running the outside with the 4, the 0-4 of Sean Purcell running the bottom. Side by side, 3, 1 and 2. Johnny May gets a good run on the outside, looks to make a move now in the 92. You can see how much that momentum carries these guys around the top of this track as they head down the back straightaway. Johnny May now up into 3rd with a power move around the outside of the number 92. They're going to do the same thing to Travis in the 7. They go 3 wide down the front straightaway. The 92 on the apron. And just like that, Johnny May Climbed his way to number 2 on the leaderboard. What a move around the outside of the 92 and 1 and 2. Then got the 7 coming out of 4. Now he looks to make a move on the 27. Drives to the bottom. Puts it on the white line. Looking to run around the bottom rail there as he gets by the 27. As he now makes a move into first place. He's going to try to bring the 92 of Don Manning with him. Not able to quite get it done as the 27 shuts the door. Now he looks back to the bottom. Back up to the top. Follows Johnny May into the corner. And he goes a little higher, but Johnny May has a great run through the middle and drives it off. Down now to turn number 2. We've got a side-by-side battle now here for the second position with the 92 and 27. The Coors Light Chevrolet and the 92 No Bucks Motorsports Ford side-by-side, 3 and 4 off the corner. Right there on his back dumper, though, is the 04 looking to capitalize on any mistake that either of those guys make. But what a great race we have developing here as we complete 32. Working on lap number 32, 31 in the books. As they go 3 wide off of turn 2 there. Sean is able to grease it up and slip it through the middle. Get to the outside of the 92 now, and he's up into the second spot. So lots of moving and shaking. Guys that were at the back who were involved in that last accident now making their way back to the top of the scoring pile. But Johnny May has kind of set himself off here. He's got about a 1 second lead over the 04 as they head across the line and back down into 1. Johnny May leading some laps. Oh, it looks like Cam Harris in the 27 Chevy up into the wall a little bit. Now he's got it back down in the bottom line, though. He's going to have the 16 Toyota knocking on his back door here in no time flat, that's for sure. As they head down into 3 and 4, still running single file around the bottom. Now everyone's kind of mitigated their way back to the bottom. We still got Johnny May out in front by about a second over Sean Purcell, Don Manning, and then it's the 16 now looking to the inside of the 27 down the front straight into 1. He's able to get it done. So 16 up into the 4th position. Cam Harris now drops back, unfortunately, to the 5th from the lead here. It's going backwards kind of quick here, although keep in mind, only car in the field who has not yet pitted here as we work lap number 34. Cam Harris still not pitted, which is a little bit different than what we normally see. Cam's usually pretty conservative on the pit strategy and usually one of the first guys to pit in the Cup Series. But here, just out here having some fun on a Thursday night. Told us on Tuesday he just wants to race a little more, get some seat time, get some laps, and just have fun like we normally do around here. But like I said earlier, a little bit of a caution fest early in the night, but hopefully these guys can get themselves situated and we can click off some laps. Doing good so far as we stay green here. We're working to complete lap number 35. That time by. And up front, let's keep our eyes back on the 69 of Johnny May, who's being reeled in now. Half his lead is big up. It's about 4/10ths of a second back to the 04 now. Let's see if we can jump on board the 04 and ride with him as he tries to chase down the 69 and Johnny May as they drive into turn number 3 and 4. Both cars using the bottom line as they work their way through 3 and 4 back onto the home straightaway and through the trial. Let's ride around this lap with the 04 Sean Purcell as he continues to try to make a move on the 69. Continues to reel in the 69 down to about a quarter of a second distance, 0.25 that time across the line. Let's keep an eye on these guys. Should be a good battle here as the 04 uses the bottom. 69 staying there in the halfway, about half to 3/4 of the way up the banking. Seems to be working for him, but right now Johnny May leads the way using that line out of Elkin, Virginia, driving the number 69. Machine, but don't count out the 04 right there. Looks to make an inside move coming through the trial with the 04. Will lead that lap and take his lead back from the 69. So the early race leader has found his way back to the top of the scoring pylon as Johnny May continues to ride the high line through 2, out of 2, down the back straightaway, almost gets into the wall but keeps it clean. So now we have Don Manning riding in 3rd out of Claremont, New Hampshire. Driving an Bucks Motorsports number 92 Ford. But back up front, Johnny May isn't going away quietly as he looks to make a battle move back on the outside, but gets under the fence a little there off the exit. Still able to hold on to it. And keep looking back to the field. So now running in fourth, the 16 out of Lisle, Illinois. 2 career AARL Cup Series wins for this driver of the 16 at Kyle Purcell. Running in fourth, Cameron Harris, our leader not too long ago here. Running now in the 5th position, falling back. He's about 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds off the lead at this point as they roll down into turn 3 and 4. The Coors Light Chevrolet out of San Antonio, Texas. And then behind him, 2 competitors who are running up front at different points of this race. One got into trouble on lap 1. The other got into a little bit of an issue. A little bit of a lap, but we have the 46 of Raposa and the 46 of Raposa and the 7 of Travis Rodriguez. Raposa out of Westport, Massachusetts. Travis also out of San Antonio. So 2 San Antonio males out here tonight. And then we take a look further back. We find the Wildemar, California resident, the Bazooka, the Bubblegum 51, and Jim Hubel, who had a bit of an incident on lap number 1, but is able to get his car fixed and headed back in the right direction and continue on. Now we'll take a look. Tyrone Yo from York, Pennsylvania, and he's number 2 machine running in 9th, and then a little further back with some pretty substantial front end damage, obviously keeping him slower than he wants to be, is the 15 of Hillbilly, Dave Hara. But back up front, Purcell continues to lead the way, and while we were doing our run through the field, looks like Don Manning was able to sneak by the 69 of Johnny May that time. So now it's the 04, the 92, the 69, and that puts Johnny May now closer to in the grips of the number 16 cars. He's looking to track down that 69 Ford and make a move. But right now, these top 4 still all within about 2 seconds of each other, and it's about 3 seconds back to 5th. We're going to go side by side, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching the All-American Racing Broadcasting Network from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the Graceland Wedding Chapel 175. We'll be right back, like I said, after these commercials.
Back to more racing action right after this. With over 25 years experience, Lucky Dog Detailing offers the best of the best in vehicle reconditioning, fully licensed and insured. Their number 1 goal is customer satisfaction and developing a friendship with each job. Call them at 704-401-6075 or visit them on the web at luckydogdetailing.com. Lucky Dog Detailing, the best of the best in vehicle reconditioning. This race brought to you in part by Blue Gray Plastic Fabrication, repair, design, and fabrication of plastic holding tanks and plastic form products. With over 50 years of combined experience working in plastic fabrication, Blue Gray has achieved a reputation of one of the foremost custom fabrication leaders in the industry. Find them on the web at bluegrayplasticfab.com or call 704-226-7024 and get a quote for your next project. That's Blue Gray Plastic Fabrication. Now back to trackside action with the ORR Lawn Care Truck Racing Series of the All-American Racing League.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. My name is Nathan Christensen, and you're watching the All-American Broadcasting Network. Like I said, from Las Vegas, the Graceland Wedding Chapel 175, working lap number 47 now as 46 is complete. Sean Purcell continues to lead the way. Over second place, Don Manning in his number 92. While you're away, I think you saw on the side-by-side there, the 16 of Kyle Purcell able to sneak by the 69 of Johnny May, who's now dropped back to about 4.25 seconds off the leader. And then Cam Harris now is being tracked down by the 46 of Eli Raposa. So we're going to keep an eye on this battle as it looks like the tires still no pit stop for that number 27. Not exactly sure how far these guys can go. We had a bunch of cautions here. It looks like Johnny May down onto pit lane. So Johnny May will be in to get some fuel and a new set of tires as he was slowly falling back through the top 5. Still holding on to the top 5, but now that moves Harris up in the 4th. Raposa now up in the 6th and 5th and puts Travis Juggles Rodriguez up into the top 7. Pack up front. Sean Purcell continues to lead the way, maintaining a pretty standard, relatively. Gap is growing a little bit there, as you can see, over the last 10 laps. We're up to about 1.2 seconds now there as we completed that lap. So gaining, pulling away a little bit here in the middle part of this race as we're headed towards the halfway point. What I forgot to mention earlier, this is the second race in a small mini series. That's not really a mini series, but a group of races that awards stage points similar to they do in the NASCAR series, but there won't be a caution. So at the halfway point, the top 5 cars will all receive points 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, respectively, based on where they are at the running of lap number 59. So we'll keep that in mind as we draw closer to the middle point of this race, where we have some points awarded. Lots of points always awarded every race here with our series. So we'll, like I said, we'll keep an eye on that as we move towards it as we get to lap number 51 on the board. Keeping an eye on Sean Purcell running in first, and Don Manning second place right now in his number 92 car. Kyle Purcell getting a little closer every lap to the back bumper of that 92 after a few early race incidents got him mired in the back, but now back up into third. Eli Raposa sits about 7-8 seconds off the lead at this point, but still holding on to fourth. And then Travis Rodriguez makes the left-handed turn onto pit road. Tyrone Yo now will move up into the 5th position as he gets past Travis, and then next car on track is Dave Hare. Again, some pretty big front end damage on that one, and from his second accident there. Obviously already used his fast repair, I think, in that big tangle going into turn number 3. That's how most of the field get involved. So not able to use only one in this series, so not able to use a second one, unfortunately, but he's holding on, staying out there, not giving up the fight. It's good to see that the drivers continue to battle, even though they face some adversity and maybe aren't as quick as they would want to be. But, like I said, Sean Purcell continues to lead the way here. 53. Pit road is calling, and down comes the 04. Stretched it out probably as far as he could. Down to pit road, and he's going to take some tires and some fuel. So now those guys, that leaves the number 2 of Don Manning out there. He's currently taking over the lead with Eli Raposa, and now Tyrone Yo up into the 3rd spot. So these guys pitted around lap 18, 19, respectively, so they have fuel maybe left in the tank, but for now, Don Manning to pull away, but it looks like he might be slowing down. Nope, not quite time. Oh, sorry, that wasn't even the right spot to make a pit stop. Don Manning continues down the back straightaway. He now heads into 3 and 4 as he's catching up to what is the 4th place car of Dave Hare, who's on the lead lap after staying out here and not making a pit stop quite yet. It's into turn 1 and 2. Eli Raposa still running 7.5 seconds behind the leader, and we have Tyrone Hill, who's currently running in 3rd, but between them. Right now, as you can see, behind the 46 is the 16 who's after that set of pit stops. So the 16 the 46 who have the fresh set of tires as they come back around to complete their lap. 55, so they're 1 lap down to the leader, though, who's now been able to put Dave Hare a lap down in his number 15 Chevy. So again, not the ideal night for Dave Hare. Position does have that win, 2 wins actually into the playoffs already, as long as he maintains the 80% attendance, which is The reason why that you see Kyle Purcell, although he does have a win this year, he's not playoff eligible yet. He's missed 2 out of the 4 races, so still only showing a 50% attendance record coming into tonight, which doesn't let him, doesn't keep him eligible to win in the aspect of the system. But I don't know if we'll see him for the rest of the season or if he's going to make it in even on points. Still has that option. Lap number 59 goes up on the board and they work on completing it. So Eli Raposa, Tyrone Yo in third, Dave Hara running in fourth, and then Kyle Purcell in fifth. But these guys are on the same lap now as the 15th, so potentially by Dave for position. But as it looks now, Don coming off of turn 4 down to the front straightaway. He is going to get the bonus points. 46. Should be Tyrone, Kyle, and Sean were able to get around Dave, so it'll be the 2 getting the 3rd place points, and then Kyle is now just going 2, 3, 4. Now coming to complete their 59th lap, they will get 4th and 5th, respectively, in the halfway challenge points. So we've completed the halfway challenge portion of the event. Kyle and Sean are the fast 2 cars on the track now. Oh, as Kyle gets into the wall, gets way out of shape, bounces it off the wall, trying to make an aggressive move to the outside of the 92, trying to get his lap back. Not able to get it done, but now the 04 gets his lap back. As you can see, the outside move that Kyle tried. As Kyle runs up to the back of the 92, able to get to the outside. Now they door slam going down into turn 1, 92 up into the fence. He gets smoked by Cam Harris. Caution, 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 caution. Man, what a big hit there for those guys. Let's see if we can take a replay of this. Let's see if we can find the 92. So the 92 here, let's back it up a little, see if we can get a better view of this. So let's see here. The 92 and the 16 down the front straightaway. 16 comes down a little bit into the side, loses the 92. He gets up into the wall and tries to get on the brakes. Unfortunately, slams down the track and just gets absolutely obliterated by the 27, unfortunately. So not an ideal situation, obviously, for Don Manning. He was the leader of the race. I'm not sure if there was some kind of beef between him and the 16, but let's go a little further back here and see what happened to the 16 coming off of turn number. Let's pause this. We'll switch to the 16. So off of turn number 2, Kyle had a good run on the 92, wanted to go high. 92 kind of just drifted up, holding his line. Kyle got into the wall, got a little bit skittish, able to push forward, was able to get by. Back down into 2, another 4 goes around the top. The 16 right up to the back bumper, the 92, and makes his way around the outside. Both kind of a little low, triangle. A little bit up, a little bit down. And the 92 ends up getting into the wall and slowing right down on the track. And unfortunately, like I said, sliding across the track and then just gets hit by the 27, so obviously not ideal. But the caution is out, and we have definitely a shake-up, I'm sure, in the standings. We'll see how the field resets here. With some cars were down a few laps, or down a lap, because of the way the pit stops were cycling out. So we'll take a look here, as it looks like some cars will be able to take a wave around. As Jim Hubble Travis Rodriguez, Eli Raposa, who are all 1 lap down. When the caution came out, they didn't pit, obviously. They had just completed a pit stop, so they'll be able to, what I think will be, take the waiver round now. With that said, the 51 of Hubble jumps down into pit lane, so he won't be able to take a waiver round now. But these other 2 cars still in position to take that waiver round. So now we have the 04 of Sean Purcell, and he will be the leader right now with Tyrone Will on his outside in the 2. Kyle Purcell in the 16, now in 3rd spot. Dave Hara pulls into his pit stop, see if those guys can get some more of that damage banged out of that front bumper, and maybe he can become a little faster. Travis Rodriguez, like I said, behind the safety car. He'll be waiver round eligible, as will the 46. And then Don Manning is now down 1 lap to the leader after that accident. And then Jim Hubble on pit road was waiver round eligible, but decided to come down and get some damage fixed on his number 51. And then Cameron Harris and Johnny May both in pit road for extended a period of time, obviously getting some damage fixed. A lot of these guys probably used up their fast repairs definitely earlier in the race. Unfortunately, with, like I said, the first 20 laps was a bit of a demolition derby kind of, and that's going to cost these guys a fast repair, and when that fast repair is gone, it's going to make for a long rest of the night, to be honest. And obviously not the smoothest race of our season so far, but nonetheless, we are clicking laps off as we come down to complete the 65th lap of the race, so getting closer to the end, and the lights on the pace car, the caution car, go off, so that means the 7 and the 46 will get the wave around. They'll be able to join the tail end of the field, and it looks like now the front row will be consist of the 04 of Sean Purcell outside him, the number 2 of Tyler Rio. Inside row 2 is the 16 of Kyle Purcell. Outside and 4th now is David Hara, but on track the 92 of Don Manning is up there in that 2nd row. The 51 also 1 lap down. Jim Hubble will be on the inside there. There we see Dave Hara rejoin the field, who will be behind a few lap cars, but is running in the 4th position. And then the wave around cars trying to catch up. They're exiting turn 2. The field's entering turn 3, so they should have no trouble getting to where they need to get to. But yeah, these guys will catch back up. They'll be back on the lead lap in 5th and 6th respectively, so we'll keep an eye on those guys, and we'll see how this restart shakes out. So the pace truck will drop to the inside. The 04 and the 2 will be the front row and bring this field back down to green flag.
Green flag.
Green is out, and the 04 gets a good jump. Brady's running the 16 wide open. The 02 not the best start, but still holding on the 3rd spot. Remember, the 92-51 are both 1 lap down. So the next car for position behind Tyrone is that 7 of Travis Rodriguez. But down the back straightaway right now, they work their way. It looks like it's the 04 over the 16 as they head off into turn number 3. Tyrone Euro just trying to position himself as the lucky dog recipient, hopefully be able to get his lap back if there's another caution. But right now Tyrone is Travis Rodriguez trying to hunt him down now from 4th. Purcell continues to lead the way over his brother Kyle as we've hit the 50 to go mark. 50 laps to go, 67 laps in the books as we are getting closer to the end. Every time we complete a lap. So Cam Harris able to rejoin the action. Unfortunately, he is about 3 or 4 laps down, I think, at this point, so not where we wanted to be at this stage of the race. Had a great kind of middle segment there prior to the tires kind of falling off and getting eaten up by the guys who pitted in front of them, and unfortunately involved in the incident with Don. So both those guys weren't able to stay on the lead lap. Don 1 lap down, and then Cam now, like I said, 3 laps down I believe at this point. So some good battling earlier, great racing earlier in the night. We kind of had a couple of bigger wrecks that kind of used up these guys' fast repairs, and now some of these guys are unfortunately paying the price for not having a fast repair in the part of the race when they're running into a bit more trouble. But nonetheless, still 9 to 10 cars on the track. Cam Harris just turned the fastest lap of the race that time by, so even though he's a couple laps down, still making some good speed in that number 27 Chevrolet. 47 laps to go that time across the line. We head down the back straightaway, and I think what we're going to do here, if we can get it all queued up, is we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to go side by side, so don't change the channel. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Back to more racing action right after this. This race sponsored in part by Graham Collision, professional automotive collision repair specialist. Visit either of their Iowa locations in Waukee and Urbandale for your collision repair and vehicle body work. Like them on Facebook or visit grahamcollision.com. Graham Collision, unparalleled support, unbeatable assistance. For the best selection of quarter midget parts online, look no further than FMI Racing. FMI Racing, helping racing enthusiasts everywhere achieve new levels of performance and quality in their vehicles with parts and gear. Give them a call at 770-720-1003 or visit fmiracing.com. 2092 Harmony Drive, Canton, Georgia. FMI Racing. Now back to trackside action with the ORR Lawn Care Truck Racing Series of the All-American Racing League.
Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. My name is Nathan Christensen, and you're watching the All-American Broadcasting Network. Race number 5 of the Blues Race Design 2023 season. You didn't miss much while you were away. The 04 of Sean Purcell continues to lead the way over the 16 of Kyle Purcell, about 1 seconds off the lead at this point. So lead's growing a little over the last few laps, but nothing is insurmountable quite yet. And there's Travis Rodriguez back up into the 3rd spot now after running in the back earlier in the race, being involved in a couple of accidents to this point. So he's got that thing pointed in the right direction and making progress. Tyrone Yo having one of his best runs of the year, driving that number 2 machine, running right now in the 4th position. Eli Raposa holding on to 5th after another driver who's been involved in a couple of incidents here so far in the first 75 laps of this event, as we are working on lap number 76. Dave Hare running in 6th, still on the lead lap, but as you can see, based on all the front end damage, not quite up to speed that he would want. So definitely used his fast repair earlier in the race and just not able to get all the damage out that he needs to keep a competitive speed. But kudos to Dave for not giving up, just keeping it out there, logging some laps. They all count, and like we mentioned earlier, a couple of the top 5 drivers in the point standings not being able to make it out tonight. Dave Lafano, the leader, coming into the event, not here, as well as Scott Leonard, who I believe was 5th coming into this one. So 5th for Scott. So a couple of guys not here. Could be a big night for Tyrone Yo, sitting 6th in points now, looking to potentially gain a few spots in the standings. Right now, well inside. He's 14 points to the good of 8th place. Eli Raposa, top 8, make it to the playoffs, where we'll reset the field and go from there. But looks like we have some action here on the track, as it looks like Tyrone Yo is actually catching back up to the back of the 7. Travis Rodriguez with 40 laps to go. See if we can have ourselves a battle here, since Tyrone's been putting on a great effort tonight and running up front in the top 5. Had a great couple of restarts there where he got some front row restart experience. Obviously not very easy to start on the outside, that's for sure. So always that outside car on the front row is a little bit slower on the restarts, but Tyrone Yo not slowing down much. He's keeping it going in the right direction, and now he's making a move on the inside of Travis going into turn number 3. So just taking a look here, kind of seeing when guys have pitted and how many times they have pitted. Looks like Tyrone's got about 12 less laps on his tires from what I can see. So that might be helping him a bit here later in this run over Travis. Sorry, Travis pitted last on lap 51, but Tyrone was in on 63. So like I said, 12 laps of better tires is definitely going to be beneficial here on the long run. As you saw earlier in the race, Cam Harris just stayed out, and then he started slipping backwards through the field. Was able to get a caution and get a pit stop, but then on the next restart there, we ran a little bit and just involved in a collision with the 92. It's got him 3 laps down at this point in 9th, but it's great to have Cam in our field. Always good when he's out here racing, and we're happy to have him. Now it looks like Tyrone's going to make a move on the inside of the 16 now. Kyle Purcell race up to the middle. Tyrone uses the bottom, is able to get up by him. Tyrone Yo now into second place. Down into turn 1. Tyrone Yo holding 2 seconds back of the number 04 machine as he works his way through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway as we got the second, third, 4th, and 5th place cars all in the shot there. Tyrone Yo, Kyle Purcell, Travis Rodriguez, and Eli Raposa. Under 35 laps to go this time as the leader. Sean Purcell crosses the line. So getting down to the nitty-gritty laps of this one. He continues to lead. We're using the bottom groove through 1 and 2 as we can see back now as we jump back to second place. Tyrone Yo running about now 1 3/4 seconds behind the leader. So kind of reeling him in a little maybe. But the 16 is definitely slowing down a little. Not sure if he's in fuel conserve mode. He's actually in come to pit road mode as the 16 jumps down to pit road. He'll make a pit stop to get a full tank of gas and some new tires. So that means Travis Rodriguez now up into the 3rd spot with Eli Raposa claiming 4th. But back up front, Sean Purcell still leading by 1.6 seconds over the 2 of Tyrone Yo as they head down the Nellis straightaway into 3 and 4. So Kyle Purcell still on pit road as he is now leaving pit road after completion of his pit stop. He will rejoin the field. Unfortunately now 1 lap down, back in 7th position. It says on the scoring tower with lap number 85 being clicked off. Purcell continues to lead 1.7 seconds back to Tyrone Yo, 2.4 back to Rodriguez, and 46 car. Eli Raposa in 4th, about 3 seconds off the lead. Take a look back, see how far Tyrone is. There he is. Tyrone continuing to hold on to that top 2 spot there, running now. As he's last time by, he ran a 32.451, so a little bit quicker than Sean. He ran a 32.542. But the gap is a little bit bigger that time. Tyrone a little slower that lap, a 32.6 compared to a 32.3. And Rodriguez catching him, Travis with a 32.4. So we'll keep an eye on these guys and and see how this settles out here, as we have 30 laps to go that time by. Some great battles hopefully still to play themselves out. Maybe one here for second, third, and fourth. A second or so between the three of them. So they're going to have a good battle here hopefully as we get towards the end. So like I said, Kyle Purcell came down pit road to make a pit stop on lap 83. He's now good to go to the end, I presume. We'll see if everyone else is. I'm not exactly sure, unfortunately, on what the fuel situation is for these guys. So we'll just have to see how it plays out here. As Tyrone gets a little low, touches the apron. That's not going to be good for the lap time. Travis looking to make a move now around the top. Able to get around the top. Is he able to slide down in front of Tyrone? Try over, not yet. They go back down into turn 1 and 2. Tyrone still holding the bottom, but now Travis is to the top and a bit more momentum there to get in front. Looks like Eli Raposa has hit pit road. The 46 car now comes down pit road on lap number 89 to get his service. So it's just a matter of time before these guys all head back down pit road and we get the fuel tanks filled up for the run to the checker. As I say that, Travis Rodriguez and Tyron Yo both get on the binder. Sean Purcell on pit road too. So the top three all on pit road as they work their way down. Slow pit road speed, much slower than up on the racetrack. Now the big question is, where will Sean and Kyle cycle back out when these guys? So Kyle now back on the same lap as the leader, or Sean Purcell, and getting some tires there on pit road. We can see the action going on. But now Dave Hara out there, he's going to lead some laps and get a bonus point or two. Lots of points on the line in this series, that's one thing for sure. Bonus points for laps led, bonus points for most cars passed, bonus points for 0x, which I'm not exactly sure anyone for at this point. No, looks like no one will be getting the bonus points for 0x tonight, unfortunately. But Dave Hara leads the lap and gets the bonus points. Now, the question is, did Kyle beat his brother back out of pit road? It looks like he did. Looks like the 16 is just coming onto the front straightaway. Well, the 04 is now just coming onto the front straightaway. So, big change right there as Kyle used the undercut to get what looks to be about a 7-second lead over his brother after that sort of pit stop. So I'm sure Sean isn't going to be happy with that. A little bit longer on pit road, a little bit longer of a pit stop based on the time on my screen. So we'll see how this plays out. But right now it's a 6.5 second lead from third to second with Dave Hara still leading by 12.5 seconds, but as I mentioned before, a lot of front end damage on that car, so obviously not hitting top speed. We'll take a look here as Hara through the corners gets down to about 160, 159, 158 there, got a little tight, back down the front straightaway. See what the top speed tops out at. They're 170, 171, 172, so 172 at the end of the front straightaway. Let's jump there already. 10 miles an hour quicker is that 16 car down the front sway, just like that 184. 184 is where all that car topped out going into turn 1. So definitely not a long time left for Dave up front, as the Kyle Purcell's got it down to about 9.5 seconds, and then it's 5.5 seconds back to Sean, running now in third, and Travis Rodriguez now up into fourth. He just clicked off the fastest lap of the race. Eli is up into fifth, and Tyrone now running back in sixth position. So 23 laps to go still. Dave Hara leading the way at this point. Collected his points for leading a lap. Now he's just trying to hold on as long as he can. Last pitted on lap 64, so based on everyone else is having to pit, I'm sure he's going to have to pit eventually, and it's just a matter of when. But like I said, a lot of points on the line here in this series every week, so he's trying to capitalize on that and get a point for a lap led. Let's see if we can. Going to jump on board the 16. chase down the leader at this point, which is the 15, Dave Harrell. Looks like Kyle's got a little bit of damage there on the right side, just above the track now. You can see it. Let's see if we can pull up the battle box here far back here. So right now he's closing in quick, 4.5 seconds to Dave, and he's ahead of his brother by 3.5 seconds. So Sean is catching Kyle. There's no doubt about that for sure. But is he got enough time in 20 laps to go to be able to catch him? Looks like Dave trying to get to pit road on the old tires, just unable to hold on to it, and he spins out and comes to a stop on the apron. So not a good night, getting a little bit worse for Dave at this point. So obviously not what Dave wants to see. So he towed. He's now in the pits. But the 16 continues to lead the way over his brother in the 04, but the gap is down to only about 2 seconds at this point. So you can see these guys battling now on track as the 16 now looks to put the 27 down another lap after making his pit stop late in the race. 18 laps to get 1.5 seconds the lead now. Oh, as the 27 gets really loose, is he able to hold on to it? He is. Doesn't get up into the 16, thankfully not taking out the leader, but definitely losing. Not what Cam wanted on those fresh tires. Definitely slippery. Those fresh tires later here in the night as the temperature drops and the track rubber's up. It's tough to get the traction down, but Sean Howell has the lead down under 1 second back of his brother now, so definitely closing in. Still got Travis Rodriguez back there, 2 seconds behind, so he's also making up some ground too on the leader. Under half a second. We're on the verge of having a great battle hopefully play out for the lead. It's right on board with the turn to 16 laps to go. Closes right up on the back bumper. Great drive in there through 3 and 4. Let's see how easy this is for the 04. Doesn't look like the 16 is going to challenge him much. Maybe pushes him up a little, forces Sean to take the high side through 1 and 2, but looks like no trouble at all there for the 04. So that's I think that's just a sign of 7 laps of fresher tires, right? Sean came down on lap number 90. His brother Kyle came down on lap 83. So 7 laps better tires helped Kyle open up about a 6-second lead after pit stop cycle through, but that 6 seconds lead has come and gone, and it's now almost a second deficit to his brother. So the undercut, it can work, and it's great when it does work. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it's going to play out in the 16's favor tonight, and now he's got bigger problems for him. That's that number 7 right there. Closes in on him and looks to make a move. Fresher tires on that 7 car than on the 16, so I don't think it'll be too much of a challenge for Travis to get it done. Travis is going to do it on the bottom, though, where Kyle made Sean go around the top, but Travis is able to get the move done, slides up in front on corner exit, and now the 7 jumps up into second spot. A great run here for the 7 car. Good rebound after being involved in that lap 1 accident with the 51 and the 2 car. We don't want to count him out yet, though, guys. Tyrone Yo still running in 4th. running where he started, so no gain but no loss. Is a great night for this 2-car. One of the strongest runs of the season here at Las Vegas. Again, bad luck on that opening lap, getting involved with the 51 and racing with him and the 7 and the 2. But for now, he's holding on to a strong 4th place finish with Kyle Purcell now back to 3rd. Travis Rodriguez opening a little bit of a gap over him, about half a second, 3/4 of a second. And then now Sean Purcell opened up about a 1.5 second lead over Travis. So as they come across the line, 11 laps to go, that time by, as we are getting down to the single digits, almost laps remaining here from Las Vegas. First 2 turns 3 and 4 back onto the home stretch. This time we'll get 10 to go from the starter as comes back down across the line, and there we go, 10 laps to go for the 0-4. There's the distance back to the 7, to the 16, and now just coming onto the front straightaway is the 2 of Tyrone Neal. But these guys work through turns 1 and 2, off of 2 onto the back straightaway. You can see the gap between the top 3 as they work their way into number 3. We're going to go past our underground bananas through 3 and 4. Out of 4, back down to complete that lap. So now we have 9 to go this time by for the 0-4 machine. So a race that has played out in a way that we don't normally see. Lots of cautions. We had a couple of cautions, 3 cautions within the first 20 laps. Then we kind of got settled in, clicked off some laps. We had a few more cautions. We had a green flag pit stop cycle, and now we're down to 8 laps to go with Sean Purcell leading the way, looking to pick up win number 2 on the year. To tie in with Hera with that column, and also to looks like he may move into the points lead with Dave not here. This is going to be a good points night for the guys behind Dave, Sean, Dave, Travis, Scott. Also not here in 5th, so Tyrone with his 4th place run tonight, looking to move up a couple spots in the standings. Travis running 4th. He'll have a good night. Potential for him to make up some ground on Dave. So there's a kind of a big gap between 4th and 3rd right now. So we'll see how this plays out as we make our way through the end of this one. But back up front, 0-4. Purcell continues to lead the way. This is the 7th. Travis Rodriguez now 2nd place. Kyle Purcell, the Toyota, running in 3rd. Tyrone Yo now holding on to 4th. Again, great run for Tyrone here tonight. Eli Raposa now running in 5th. He's also looking to make some ground up in points. He's kind of right there on the cusp of making it in on points. So this will be a good points night for Eli. Yeah, he's sitting at 8th, so hopefully he's trying to maintain that position. We go back to Don now, who's 1 lap back, running in the 6th position. Jim Hubble making his debut this season with us in the 51. 1 lap down in the 51, and then Cameron Harris after his wreck there in the middle part of the race, sitting 3 laps down at this point, and then Dave Hera and Johnny May both on pit road. Unfortunately unable to continue with us as the damage got too much and they weren't able to have but 4 laps to go as Sean leads the field down into turn 1, and we're going to how about we take a ride on board with Sean through this last couple laps here as we get towards the end. Toyota number 7 with Travis Juggles Rodriguez. As he can see the leader up there about 2 seconds in front of him, just not able to run him down. And time is running out, obviously, as we come off of turn number 4 and get 2 to go this time. Travis Rodriguez still looking to chase down Sean Purcell at this point. Pretty much wrapped it up as Kyle into the wall down the out of turn number 2, putting it all on the line, trying to get as much as he can. Breaking off of turn number 4. He's going to come back around and see the white flag as he continues his dominant form here in the later part of this race, and down into turn 1. Down the back straightaway, working it off. You can see the distance back, about 2.2 seconds. So Travis not going to be able to get it done, though, as out of turn 3 into turn 4 and off of 4 down to the checkered flag, as we see the 4 car of Sean Purcell pick up the victory in the Graceland Wedding Chapels 175. Second will be Travis Rodriguez. Third will be Kyle Purcell. And then 4th will be Tyrone Yo as he comes across the line there. And then 5th will be Eli Raposa. 6th, Don Manning. And then 7th place finisher tonight will be Jim Hubble. And then Cam Harris will get the 8th spot with, looks like Dave Hara and Johnny May. So if you give me a second, let's see if we can collect ourselves the top 3, and we'll get you some post-race interviews. So just 1 second here. Hey Kyle, it's Nathan in the booth. You got a copy?
Dude.
Thanks for coming out tonight. Obviously, 3rd place is a good run for you. Pitted a little bit earlier there, trying to get a little bit of an undercut there on that last stop. Didn't quite play out how you hoped, but still a solid 3rd place finish.
Yeah, I figured last took tires lap 50. I pit only for fuel 10 laps later. I tried to cut it in half on the tires, but yeah, 7 lap older tires ain't going to cut it at the end of the race, that's for sure.
I'd say a bit of an unusual race. Everyone kind of got into a bit of trouble at one point or another tonight, so definitely had some adversity to overcome there through a couple sections of the race for sure.
Yeah, I typically try to race people really clean and give more room than I really should and cost myself there. So tonight I kind of had the mindset of people want to rough me up, I'm not gonna leave them room to make a mistake, and a couple people made mistakes and I got some damage, but I'm not running for points here, so I'm just trying to get a good finish, and ended up with a good finish, so it's all right in the end, I suppose. And teammate Juggles, glad to see him out here having a good run, coming in 2nd too.
Well, Kyle, thanks for joining us. Anyone you want to thank for tonight?
Just Josh running Assault, and Juggles for hanging out with me tonight.
All right, thanks, and we'll see you on Sunday for the Truck Series.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Thank you. All right, we'll get our 2nd place finisher up here. Hey, Travis, it's Nathan in the booth. You got a copy? Maybe. Okay, so no Travis, unfortunately. We'll try to get a word with him next week before the race. So that leaves us with the winner and tonight's 04 car driven by Sean Purcell. Let's see if we can get a word with Sean. Hey, Sean, it's Nathan in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
congratulations on picking up the victory here on what was an eventful race for everyone. I don't think anyone got out of here unscathed, but at the end of the day, you're standing on the top of the podium, which has to feel good.
Oh yeah, for sure. I needed this one after the last two cup races for me have been, running good and getting either pinned a lap down under cautions or getting wrecked late in races. I'm glad I was able to recover from getting collected in that early one and just keep it clean the rest of the way.
Yeah, so your brother tried to do the old undercut there on you, coming down, pitting 7 laps earlier than you, but in the long run, it worked out for you as that 7 laps made a big difference, and you were able to reel him there in at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was the best at saving tires. It's kind of like my specialty in this car. Last season, I won a lot of races on tire and fuel saving, so I wasn't too worried, but I will say I had my doubts when I came out of the pits and looked at my relative, and he was about 6 seconds ahead of me with under 30 laps to go. I'm like, uh-oh. But luckily, he used his stuff up even more than in the earlier runs, and I was able to pounce on that. And, I had Juggles running me down from behind, but he was using up his stuff, so just had to keep it calm, patient, and not get in my own head, and it worked out for the best.
All right, Sean, congratulations on the win. Who do you want to thank for helping you get there to victory lane?
With the No Bucks Motorsports, it's, Donald Manning, and then as always, Johnny May, and Chad Snyder and the Dominion guys. Johnny was here for a little bit in the race. He was pretty quick on new tires. And of course, Bluey, the best children's show currently out right now.
All right, perfect, Sean.
And wait, one more thing.
Oh, good.
You for broadcasting all these races and doing the race control, doing both things, multitasking, it's a lot of work and, underappreciated work, so appreciate you being here.
No problem. Trying my best, and we'll see you on Sunday at the Truck Series race.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to try to show up. I was racing with one arm today because I messed it up at work, so hopefully the road course I can handle it with both my elbows fully healed up.
All right, see you on Sunday, Sean.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, that's an interview with Sean, our winner in the 04 car. And unfortunately not able to hook up with Juggles tonight to get an interview, but maybe we'll try to get him on pre-race next week to talk about tonight's second place victory. So let's see if we can find ourselves a rundown here. Let's see. So we're going to go here. We're going to go show, and we should get the results here. So just taking a look here at the results. 10 cars in the field tonight. 8 of them able to finish on track. Like I said, a tough night for some guys. Lots of accidents, lots of yellows. A little bit unusual for our series, but we made it through. The winner tonight, like I said, Sean Purcell in the 04. Winner of the Graceland Wedding Chapels 175. Travis Rodriguez picking up second with his Assault Motorsports teammate Kyle Purcell coming in third. Then Tyrone picking up one of his best feature finishes of the season so far. Congrats to him, running a strong fourth. Eli Raposa finishes fifth. Dom Manning finishes in sixth after a mid to later race incident. Jim Hubble comes home seventh in his season debut. Unfortunately, him and Don both 1 lap down. Cameron Harris, who was having a heck of a run there through the middle part of the race, unfortunately got involved with the 92's accident, and he finishes 3 laps down. Then you have Dave Hara, who ran out of fast repairs, and the crew just couldn't get it back together in time to get him back out there. So unfortunately, 20 laps down for Dave, and then Johnny will wrap out the field in 10th. Great 10-car field, great battles throughout the race. A great night of racing here for our series again. You can join us next week. We'll be back after our week off last week. We'll be back next week. Let's see where we're going. We're going to go to Darlington. So it doesn't get any easier for these guys as we head to the banked 1.36 mile Darlington Speedway for a nighttime showdown. So we'll see what these guys have in store for us next week. Again, thanks for joining us. My name is Nathan Christensen, and thanks for watching the Blues Race Design Series Graceland Wedding Chapel 175 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We'll see you on Sunday at the Trek Race, and back here live. It's about 8:25 next Thursday from Darlington.
Back to more racing action right after this. This race brought to you in part by Johnny Arnson Designs. Find jewelry creations for 3 generations. Appointments are recommended. You can call 517-669-1944. Once again, that's 517-669-1944. John E. Arnson Designs, 209 South Bridge Street, DeWitt, Michigan. John E. Arnson, creating and designing unique jewelry since 1957.
Is your vehicle looking a little tired? It's Resurrection Detail to the rescue. No job too large or small, Resurrection Detail is ready to put your vehicle back in the spotlight. Take advantage of Resurrection Detail's mobile service and get a service call done on your time. Call 540-894-6411 for estimates and appointments, or simply direct message them on Facebook. Resurrection Detail, bring your vehicle back from the dead.
Now back to trackside action with the ORR Lawn Care Truck Racing Series of the All-American Racing League.